A monopusher chronograph is handy and has this aura of effortlessness. Who needs two pushes when one is enough? And so I was very curious when the Canadian startup Arcus presented this advanced watch type as its first model. And on board we find an old acquaintance, the Chinese-made movement Seagull ST-19, which is not a monopusher chronograph by nature. What's going on here? Let's find out. What is the Arcus Tropos? So, chronograph, manual wound. Diameter is 39 mm, lug to lug 47.5 mm, thickness 12.5 and lug width 20. We have a sapphire crystal, water resistancy of 50 meters and the mentioned ST-19 inside. The price for the watch is $699 or about 600 euros, but of course buyers from Europe have to add import duties. So let's begin with the dial. We have the classic, not to say conservative layout of a 40s chronograph. The right subdial counts 30 minutes, the left is for the seconds. We have artificial aged lume on hands and numerals. Minute scale with a typical font for this type of watch. One version comes with a white, the other with a black dial. Very little information, only the brand name and the name of the caliber, RA01. And again the question, what's going on here? Do they try to sell us a Chinese-made reissue of a legendary Venus movement as an in-house caliber? Well, not exactly. The base is indeed the Seagull, but it's modified to work as a monopusher and enhanced regarding the performance. And they are very open about this. On the Arcus website you find an in-depth documentation about all changes. Here, for example, you see altered parts marked in red. The result of all this is named RA01, and that I personally find acceptable. And in fact we have some skilled people behind the brand. Arcus was founded by Rafał Dzwonek and Jan Nogiplex, friends since childhood and engineers, and they are able to manufacture watch movement parts in their own workshop. Pretty rare for micro brands, and I'm happy to see this. Impressive, I must say, and it adds so much to sheer marketing. Another plus is the height of the watch. For a column wheel chronograph it is very slender, and it would be a very hard task to find another monopusher with these dimensions here. And now back to the design. Is it well made or not? Neither nor, I think. It's more a type than a design, a type of watch. They went the most conservative way you can choose. And I'm not blown away by that, but it looks, well known, it looks flawless, and it will fit the taste of many people. So in my eyes, a reasonable decision for a startup. What's with the price now? People argue that you can buy that type of chronograph with the ST-19 for around 200 euros or dollars. But for those 200 you get something very different, let's face it. Two pushers and not always regulated into a good tolerance. And I think we all are a bit tired of the debate if that Seagull chrono is legit and the other not, and what means legit in China and so on. Therefore, I don't know if every dollar of these $699 is justified, but this watch certainly deserves a price significantly over the known models. Availability. You can pre-order the watch right now, shipping then in November, so in a couple of days. And that said, allow me to close this episode. Thank you and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.